Hello, madam. My name is Mithiran, and today I'm excited to introduce you to a fun and unique board game called Festival Race. So, this game is about celebrating culture, having fun, and adding a bit of friendly competition to the mix. First, let me give you a glimpse of what's inside the game. So, Festival Race comes with a colorful game board divided into festival themed zones, player tokens that represent different cultures, icons, or characters. Challenge cards are filled with exciting tasks, trivia, and mini games related to festivals around the world. Action cards that add surprise. Some might help you, while others could set you back. And of course, a dice to keep the game moving. So now, what's the game about? So it's a race through various festivals where players take on challenges, answer questions, and collect tokens to make their way to the finish line. Along the way, you'll learn about different cultures and their unique celebrations. So the game is designed for 4 to 5 players, so it's perfect for small group, family game nights, or even classroom activities. It's also suitable for players of all ages, from kids to adults, so everyone can join the fun.
Hello, I'm Ayudanya. For my part, I'm going to explain the rules and how to play the board game. As you can see, this board game have 1 dice and 4 playing tokens, which means 4 players will participate in the game. This board game also need guider to guide the game. Later, I will explain the function of the guider. So now I'm going to explain for the cards. We provided 2 types of playing cards, which is the festival cards and challenges cards. For challenges card, Shafina will explain later. Now I'm going to talk about the festival cards and when to use it. So for the festival cards, we prepare 11 festivals that have in Malaysia, and each the festivals have 5 questions. So basically, the festival cards is the main point of the game. Each of the festival cards have question on it. The question is based on the festival given. For example, the festival card is Christmas, so the question is related to Christmas. So, to use the festival cards, all players will land on any festival. For example, the player lands on National Day, so they need to pick up the National Day card, which is the festival card, one of the festival card, and answer the question given. If the player can answer the question, they can stay on the festival that they land until their next turn. If they cannot answer, they need to go back from the start. So, for like I said just now, for the guider, they also have function. So the function of the guider is the guider will check whether the answer to the question is right or wrong. So, how to play the game? First, all players will be ready at the starting point. Second, each players will take turns to roll the dice and move their playing tokens to land on the festivals according to the number of the dice they rolled. So the third one is, after players land on any festivals, they need to answer the festival cards question like I mentioned before. For example, if they land on Idul Fitri, they need to pick up the Idul Fitri card and answer the question. So if they can answer, they can proceed until the next round. If they cannot answer, they need to start again from the starting point. Lastly, any players get to the finishing point first wins. Now I'm going to pass to Shafina to explain the challenges cards.
It's no Shafina, and I'm going to explain about the challenge card that we have within our game. So this challenge card, it provides a twist within this game as it makes it more challenging, and we have 3 types of challenge cards. The first one is Festival Facts, where we have to answer a multiple choice question about any festival. The second is the Quick Draw. It's where we have to draw a traditional symbol which is associated with the festival and have other players guess it. And the third card is Roleplay, where we have to act out a traditional festival activity based on whatever that's written on the card. So, how these cards work is that, for example, if you happen to land on any of these cards on the board, for example, you land on Festival Facts, You have to pick a card, a random card for festival facts, and you have to choose anyone other than yourself in order to answer the question. For example, festival facts is where you have to answer multiple choice question, but instead of you answering it, you have to ask anyone, any other player other than you in order to answer it. And if they get the answer correct, they can remain where they are, but if they answer it wrong or they're unable to answer it, then they have to start back from the beginning. The same goes for the other two cards. The same goes for quick draw. Like for example, if the player lands on the quick draw on the board, then they're supposed to take a random card from the pile, and they have to choose anyone, any other player of their own choice in order to draw whatever that's written on the card out. And if the drawing is to the current player's satisfaction, then they pass. Otherwise, if the player is not satisfied with whoever they chose, like their drawing, then they'll have to restart back from the start line. And lastly, for roleplay, it's also the same for this. Here, if you happen to land on roleplay on the board, it's also the same. The player has to choose someone and they have to act out whatever that's written on the card. If they can't do it, they have to start back from the beginning. Otherwise, if they can do it, then they can continue playing from wherever they are. So these three challenge cards, the purpose of it is to make the game more interesting and challenging, because if you're unable to answer, you have to start back from the beginning, just like any other festivals which the players can land on the board. So it makes the game more interesting because if you happen to land on it, you're not the one who has to answer it, but you can choose anyone else other than yourself to do it. So in a way, it's like helping yourself to win while challenging other players as well in order to test like their knowledge about the festivals that we have on the board. So in the game that we have played in the video, many of us landed on festival facts and quick draw, but we haven't actually, like no one has actually landed on roleplay, so there's not really a demonstration about it. But it's like what I said earlier, it's basically that we have to choose someone, they have to act it out, and it goes as the same for the other two, which can be seen during our gameplay. So that's all about these challenge cards within our game.
Hello, my name is Nasrina and I will talk about the objective of our board game. So there are three objectives of our Festival Race board game, which is the first one is cultural learning and appreciation, which is our board game educate players about the diverse traditional festival in Malaysia, including their unique custom, symbols and activity, fostering cultural awareness and understanding. The second objective is engagement and interaction, where our board game encourage creative and social interaction through challenges like answering questions, drawing and role-playing, making the learning process fun and engaging. And the third objective of our board game is competition and strategy, where players create a dynamic race to visit all the festival locations and complete challenges. So this requires players to strategize their movement and perform tasks to win the game faster.
Hi, my name is Shalini. Now I will continue with the conclusion based on our board game, which is Festival Race. So, firstly, the benefit of playing this game. The Festival Race allows players to explore and appreciate Malaysia's rich culture diversity in an engaging and interactive way. Then it enhances social interaction and teamwork as players compete, collaborate and learn from each other during challenges. After that, the game offers an entertaining and educational experience suitable for all ages, making it ideal for family bonding or classroom activities. After that, the critical thinking skills that applied in this game. Firstly, players develop problem-solving skills by planning efficient routes and making strategic decisions about challenges to maximize the chances of winning. And also the game encourages creative thinking as players must draw, act and or interpret cultural elements in innovative way during challenges. Lastly, by answering festival-related questions and interpreting cultural symbols, players enhance their analytical and interpretative skills, fostering a deeper understanding of Malaysian traditions. So, this combination of fun learning and critical thinking makes Festival Race a meaningful and engaging way to celebrate and connect with Malaysia's cultural heritage. That's all from me. Thank you.